So I'm coming to realize that I've always been like I like schedules. I like structure. I do better with schedules and structure. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of eating. I just got back from a nature hike and recording or trying to record a podcast that I didn't actually record. So I'm a little upset about that. I was talking about divorce and separation and breakups and everything. I'll save the topic for another day. Stuff I'd like to write down and pinpoint and all that stuff. But it's good, nice topic, or good topic to talk about. A lot of people go through it. Or know somebody that has, or you will eventually, and it's something to discuss, and it's definitely something not to be afraid of. But back to anyway, I'm going to get into that another day. I guess it's not the right time. Didn't record for a reason. Whatever. I'll get to it when I get to it, but I'm like all over the place. I don't care. As usual, but I don't even wear like this. I use this as my jacket. I'm starting to see that I have this in like every video and picture. I don't even care. It is what it is. I throw a jacket on over. I don't wear jackets. I don't like wearing socks in the wintertime. I'm a freaking weirdo. It is what it is. This is who I am. But so I'll get into divorce and separation and all that stuff at a later date. It's not a heavy topic, and I'm almost 2 years out from mine. Now, I was only engaged to my daughter's father. We were engaged for almost 6 years, though, so, and I had a kid with him, and we lived together, so it's not like I didn't go through a process with him. Lots of stuff. There was a house that we had to deal with. I mean, lots of stuff that went on that we were both a part of. So I didn't... thankfully, I wasn't dumb enough, sorry, for anybody to marry the wrong person. Thankfully, thank God, I had enough sense about that, because we almost did. We signed the papers. We just didn't file it. Thank God. I'm sure he's happy too about that fact. But didn't get married, but it's definitely something that I'd like to talk about, and it's something that at least 3 of my friends are currently going through or have gone through, and they're in the process of finalizing their divorces. So it's something I want to talk about. It's something that's been talked about the past 2-3 years now with me, and it's an important topic, and I want people to not be afraid of it. It's something that should be discussed, and you should look at it as not as so much endings, but new beginnings. And, if you're getting a divorce, you obviously weren't with the right person. So be happy that it's happening, and don't fight it when all is said and done. But, don't fight the process. Don't fight each other. Don't fight the process, especially if you have kids involved. So, do your best to stay out of the court system. That is very possible. I stayed out of it, and I will continue to stay out of it. Stay out of the court system if you can. Doesn't matter if you have assets together. One of you needs to take the initiative to not fight the other one. So be the bigger person and just kind of go with the flow of it. If they want to act like a complete insane person, by all means, let them. And you just go about your business, do your thing, and be the parent that you know you are. But anyway, topic for another day. So what I want to talk about today is, I don't really know. Because I'm just so upset that I freaking did not record that audio for the podcast. I was walking out, I was outside, I was out, doing a hike, so you probably couldn't hear it anyway, but I was going, and I'm just really mad about that. So the material's fresh in my head, but I like to just freestyle. That's my thing. I'm going to freestyle for a while. And, I've been researching, I look at everybody and they do the one-on-one coaching, which I might, to be quite honest with you, I can do one-on-one coaching for a while, but I need time to train and do everything else that I'm going to do. So I do need to put some kind of program, a system together that people can follow. That's because the one-on-one coaching is honestly, it's going to eat up all my time. So I'd rather have like seminars maybe, or group sessions, group Zooms, whatever the case may be. I'll figure it out. But one-on-one coaching is probably going to be a little too difficult for me to do. It really is going to eat up all my time. I can charge per hour. I can do all that stuff. But again, that means I'm sitting down now with each individual person, and it's not allowing me to, one, focus on the things I need to focus on my family, do the things I need to do for myself and everything else I have going on. And two, I'm not gonna be able to help more people doing it that way. And like I said, I don't even like traditional therapy, so it makes no sense for me to really do one-on-one coaching. So I'm not even thinking about one-on-one coaching, but it's fine. I will get some kind of group thing going on, group seminar, some kind of something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But what do we want to talk about today? So again, just winging it. Just kind of wanted to piggyback off of, the stuff I was talking about out in the woods earlier today. Let's see, what other topics came up recently that I want to kind of delve into. So I gave a little bit of background information about me. So I can talk about my stuff. I'm very comfortable talking about my personal stuff and the stuff that I experienced when I was younger. But I feel like I touch base with most of this stuff there, and I don't really need to get into much more of it at this point right now. Now, when I start talking about other things, I will be able to apply what I went through and my experiences to that topic when those topics come up. But right now, just kind of, again, freestyling it. And I don't really have much to say other than the fact that I'm just pissed off that I did not record that audio. I can't believe I did that. It's all right. It happens. It's like typing up a paper and you forget to hit save. I've done that before too in college. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? So what you don't need to do is get mad about it. So I'm not mad. It'll come up again. But maybe next week I'll talk about it. What do I want to talk about now though? So I guess right now I'm focusing on taking clips of my videos, my previous videos, and posting them on Instagram. I still need to hop on YouTube to figure out the algorithms and the tags and the titles and all that stuff. I need to figure all that out. I haven't gotten to that yet, but I will. So working on that right now. And then there's another thing I'm working on. Want to get that up and running. I need to figure out how I'm going to proceed with it and all the stuff that goes with it. So I've got a lot going on, but I will try to get videos out at least once a week to start right now. And then, I'll post on Instagram here and there, my goofy stuff or stuff that's going on in everyday life, like just my everyday life or whatnot, training, blah, blah, blah. So, people have been talking to me about like, when are you going to fight? I'm going to fight when I'm ready. This is right now I'm taking this year. This is a build-up year for me. And we're going to see where it goes after the end of this year. I plan on competing, having some BJJ competitions. I plan on competing in BJJ towards the end of the year, fall, winter time. So that's my goal. And then start of next year, 2022, seeing how everything goes and how I'm holding up. I plan on fighting again. So people were asking about that. So I don't want everyone to get too excited because mama needs to train and it takes a lot. It takes time. So it's not like you don't just say you're going to fight and then you just jump right in and fight. I need a build up year. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that time for myself. And actually it's only, what do we have left? 9 months. So 9 more months, work on my strength and conditioning, work on my technique, all that stuff, enjoy training. that's my main focus, is just being in the gym consistently, focusing on training, having a good time. I love training. I will train for the rest of my life. If I never fight again, that will be my decision. I will make that decision when the time comes. So I'm going to reassess at the end of the year. But right now, I'm focusing on other things. I need to focus on my technique, getting my belts in order, and all that stuff when it comes to BJJ. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm training. Every day. What else? Oh, I also wanted to talk about fighting. So I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, talking about fighting and, ego, and then spirituality and love. So I guess I could get into that a little bit more in case you guys didn't catch my videos. So it's fine if you don't watch them. I'm doing this for whoever's interested in watching it. It's fine if you don't watch this stuff. It's great if you do. And also I'm doing it for me too as well. So whoever can benefit from it, by all means, I'm happy about that. That's great. Talking about fighting and spirituality and stuff. So this is just fighting for me. So I mentioned fighting and MMA and training and everything it makes me feel alive, and I'm super aligned when it comes to that, and my mind, body, soul all aligned when I'm in the gym training. I'm happiest when I'm doing that. I'm happiest when I'm getting that stuff out of my system. I played a bunch of sports, so I was always competitive, so I was always happy playing sports. My mom said, she's like, I made the mistake of not getting you involved in more art stuff too, because you were also very creative. I was good at painting. I could draw a little bit. I like painting more than anything, but I don't regret, and I'm not mad at her for that, because sports helped me. Like I said, it was a distraction. It may have been a distraction for a while, but it helped to ground me, and it kept me away from, a lot of times it kept me away from the environment that I was growing up in. The everyday stuff, there was a break away from it. I couldn't wait to play. I was a very good student as well. I was a straight A student. I had 4.0s. I had a 4.0 up until a certain point in my master's program as well, in marriage and family therapy and addictions counseling. That's another story for another day. It's a fun one, people. But people that know me probably won't be surprised by that story. But that's, again, for another day. So sports always, I always felt centered. I always felt like that. It felt like home to me. And like I said, it kept me away from, a lot of times there was time spent away from the house, so that helped me tremendously, and it was just something that I could focus on. I enjoyed doing it. I could play any sport. I don't care what it is. I always had a good time doing it. But when it comes to MMA and training, that really just I was like here with the happiness factor and the competition factor when it came to other sports. And then when MMA came into the picture, it was like all the way up there. I never felt so alive in my life when I started training, and I felt it again. When I went back in the gym about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. So actually 5-6 months before COVID hit. That's when I started training again. Story for another time, but so it's not like I've been training that long. I haven't been training that long since I started training again. So I need some more time. Everyone wanting me to fight. I'll know when I'm ready. You'll know when I'm ready, and it will be fun for everybody. But anyway, so back to the sports. I never felt so alive when I started. I feel so alive in the gym, and training is the most important thing to me. And I need it. I just need it for my sanity. I need it for my mental health, my emotional health, it's spiritually. It's a calling of mine. I need to be there, and just my physical health. So it just helps me overall to be a better person, a better mother, a better partner for whoever I'm going to end up with. It's a better friend, a better sister, a better daughter. It helps me do all of that. So I'm thankful for it. I'm grateful for it. I love it. I love the gym that I'm at now. Now, eventually, I will move on at some point, I'm sure, but that's fine. Right now, this is where I like the gym that I'm at, and I will bounce around when I need to, or I will do training camps elsewhere, whatever the case may be. Nothing's decided yet, but I will probably branch out at some point in the near future. So, but yeah, I like the environment. I like the group of people I'm around. They help me to be a better person, which is nice. That's great. So, there's some kind of systems working there. I'm growing, I'm maturing, and I'm happy about that. I'm grateful for the people. I'm grateful for the support. I'm grateful for, the camaraderie. I'm just happy about it. So I definitely notice a difference if I take a day off or two, or say maybe I need a week off or something. I'm like, I need to get back to the gym, or I don't feel as good or whatever. Now, we could talk about this, attachment and detachment. Now I know I need MMA training. I just need it. I need it for every aspect of my life. It just, like I said, it aligns me. But I've also noticed there was a period of time when I had to take like 2 months off not too long ago, for personal reasons, and I was fine. I knew that I would be going back, and there are just some things that I wanted to work out and with myself and get some stuff together for myself, spend time with my daughter, all that stuff. So I took some time off, and I was still okay. I was still me. I actually settled down even more. I sunk more into myself. I went further in. So it's not like I went years without MMA. I wasn't living though. I wasn't living. But what I noticed is I was still living with the 2-month break. I was still okay. So, nothing changed, and it just how do I explain it? I don't know. Sometimes you just need to take breaks from things. Like, it's like with any person or any relationship, you need to take breaks from things. You can't do something 24/7 and expect you're gonna get burned out. So there's also a lot of factors going into play when it comes to me and taking breaks and all this stuff, so I don't burn out, things like that. So I settled down a lot. Like I said, my mentality changed, my game plan changed, everything changed for me, especially over this past year. So everything changed when it comes to me and my fight style and everything. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when I get back in the cage again. It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see what happens. I want to know what happens. And hopefully I got better, regardless of the time that was spent away from the gym. But bouncing all over the place. So, fighting and spirituality. I know, it's a contradiction. I've said this before in my previous videos, if you didn't catch it. So, it is absolutely a contradiction. However, I view it as a sport. It is just a sport. I was just talking about this the other day at the gym, and I was asking somebody if they love punching people in the face. He's like, yeah, I love it. And I'm like, I don't like doing that, but I'll tell you this, I don't like to get hit. I get pissed off when I get hit. So, so that pisses me off, and you will get hit. I'll make you pay for it after that. But no, I don't want to hurt anybody. But again, I don't really view it like that. I don't view it like that anymore. It is a competition with me. It's about me when I'm in the cage, and I don't view it as like this fight or anything like that. I just view it as a sport. So, so when it comes to spirituality and all that stuff, not only that, I do believe in love. Like, I do believe in unconditional love, and I do believe in spreading unconditional love and all that stuff. And then when you talk about fighting, I've always, even back in the day, I would hug my opponents afterwards. Like, there's no beef with my opponent whatsoever. And I know it seems like a contradiction, but this is just the sport that I was built for, made for, that I love. And that's just the way it is, unfortunately. It's the nature of the game. So if you don't like fighting, don't watch it. So you're obviously not my people. That's okay. You're not my crowd. You're not my audience. That's fine. You don't need to watch it. But where it comes to spirituality and stuff, there are two very different sides of me, and there are just some things that, you need to do something when you're living in this life, and this is what I want to do, and that's just the way it is. It doesn't mean that I want to kill everybody when I'm out in public or outside of the cage. It doesn't work like that. Everything is very contained and controlled in the gym. You leave that shit in the gym, or you leave that shit in the cage. You don't take that outside yourself and act like a friggin'
idiot or whatever. There's also another part of me where my spirituality, my light and all this stuff, I was light when I was younger, like we all are. We're all born like that, but I went up against a lot of dark stuff in my life, and this is just this part of me that I don't even want to say a bad part of me, because it's not. It's just the shadowy part, or the more ego part, is over here. That needs to be tamed and controlled somehow, and I do it over here with MMA. Whereas my light and my unconditional love, my spirituality, all that stuff, even though it's all tied in together. I'm still the same person. It's still me. It's a part of me. But I'm not ignoring that fact. But I'm also not ignoring the fact that I have this other side of me, the light side. Or I don't even want to say the good side. I'm good in the gym too. I'm good to people. I'm nice to people. I support people. I'm friendly. We have a good time. I think I bring good energy for the most part every day when I can. I laugh. I'm happy. I make people laugh. So I'm bringing that, my own flair, my own personality into the gym. And again, I don't try to hurt people at the gym. I'm not going to hurt my training partners. There's no beef with anybody. But there's this other side of me, which that's the softer side of me and the sweeter side of me, and something that I'm also good at, which is talking to people, being empathetic, being compassionate, making people feel better about themselves and their situations. I've been like that. I was born like that. So it's fun. It is funny. It's definitely a contradiction, but at the same time, it all ties together. It all works out for me anyway. That's just what I believe. So I will be talking about, and now maybe I have to have separate accounts. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I like to freestyle stuff, and I like to keep it real. So it's not like I like to have separate things, and I know everybody has separate stuff, so maybe at some point I will need to do that. But this is my life, and I'm creating it the way I want to, so I might not do that. And again, I don't go against the grain on purpose. This is just naturally, this is just who I am. I do things the way I want to do it, and I've always done that. I don't look up to anybody else. I look up to myself, and I just focus on myself and what I'm doing, and just continuously trying to be a better person. And I want everyone else to do that as well. So I was never big on social media. This is the first time I'm really putting myself out there. My best friends, I've known my one best friend for over 20 years. I wouldn't even FaceTime with her. It was nothing personal towards her or anybody. I never liked getting on camera. I didn't like having my picture taken. I didn't like talking on the phone. I don't like anything I never liked anything when it comes to social media, but this is also just part, if I want to spread love and all that stuff and put myself out there and eventually make money from everything that I'm doing, I do have to put myself out there, and this is just the nature of the beast. So I'm doing that. I've overcome all my crap, and I'm overcoming all my stuff, facing my demons and getting over it and putting myself out there. So I'm proud of myself for that, and I'm happy about it, and I can't wait to see what happens. But I don't know where I was going with that, but the social media part. So I got over it. Obviously, I'm on camera talking, but I just, for the longest time, I don't like it. Like, I know people get up there for entertainment, but I'm doing this for, I'm just entertaining by nature. I was always funny, and lighthearted and goofy and silly, whatever. Some people love my humor. Others can't stand it. I'm good either way. So I'm not going to be everybody's taste, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. That's perfectly fine with me, and I don't take offense to it either. But yeah, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with all this stuff. And I'm very new to this, so it's not like I don't have it all figured out, but I will at some point. I have a lot of stuff to get out there, a lot of messages to get out there, and I'm hoping that I can help people. And we help each other. When I'm helping you and everything, I'm also helping myself. So it works all around. So I will try to put a program together. I'm not sure about the one-on-one coaching now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe to start a little bit, to get my feet wet, see what kind of audience that I'm gonna have. So maybe I'll say I will do like half hour to an hour session. per person, and I'll have like 5 clients a day. I might do that for now, just for like the first, I don't know, 6 months to a year or so. I might just play around with that, see how it goes. But I do want to get some kind of seminar, because I can obviously, I'm very good at speaking. I can do public speaking, so I would like to reach a bigger audience if I can. And of course, like, I've got to cut out the cursing for the most part, and once in a while I will. And like I said, if I'm in fight mode, I might be cursing more than usual, or if I'm talking about my past, I might be cursing more than usual. And it is what it is. They're words. Get over it. If you don't like it, don't listen. Don't talk. Don't listen. Don't follow. Don't do anything that you feel like, if it's gonna affect you, by all means, take a step away. You don't need to engage with me or listen to anything I have to say. And I wish you well. But I'm not perfect. I'm human as well. And I go through my own stuff, and there will be times where I'm sure I'm pissed off, but we'll see. I'll try not to post when I'm pissed off. But so I'd like to reach a bigger audience. I just feel like I have the ability to help a lot of people, and I was able to, since I changed like my my own coaching style, counseling style. I'm an empath by nature, and I didn't really understand that growing up, that I am an empath, and I didn't realize how much my energy, how much that was being affected by the things that I was growing up with, or witnessing and seeing all that stuff. I didn't understand how much that was affecting me. But as time went on, I started to see, I'm like, I'm taking on other people's stuff. I'm taking on other people's problems. I empathize so much. I feel so bad. I feel their pain. I understand it because I went through it, but I can also understand it because I'm an empath. Even before going through all my stuff, I started going through stuff when I was very little, very young, right out of the gate. When I was in the womb. So we'll leave it at that. I'm not the only one, and I know that. So I don't think I'm this great master. Well, I do actually. I am a masterpiece, but I'm one of a kind, of course. But everybody is. Everyone's special. I tell Shane this all the time. My daughter. Everyone is special in their own way. You were born with your own gifts and talents. You were born with your own personality and flair, and you need to hone in on that and use that to your advantage. Use that to advantage to spread your light, to spread your love, to spread your light, and to bring more positivity and happiness and peace into the world. That's how you're going to do it. Everyone thinks there's going to be this. No, you each individually, people need to do it individually. That's number one. You can't look to other people to do that for you. You have to do it with yourself. You do it with yourself, it's going to change your environment. That's going to change your reality. And people who are down here negative, they're going to have to rise up if they want to stay. If they want to, they're going to have to meet you where you're at. Don't ever go down to anybody's level. I don't care how much you love them. Don't ever stoop to anybody's level. They're going to have to meet you up here if you mean that much to them. So please spread love. Please spread positivity. Please spread unconditional love and peace. And that comes from within. So you've got to figure out how to find that within yourself first before you can do that for other people. So I just feel like I'm a very strong person, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. I've always been very strong. So I feel a calling. It's been calling me for a very long time that to do this, something like this. I've been pushed in this direction for, I want to say, the past fucking at least 10 years, and that's okay. I'm finally getting around to it. I faced enough of my demons to where I feel comfortable and I feel confident enough to do this, so I'm going to do it. Again, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about at this point, but I'm sure there was something that came out of this, but two sides of me, two sides of everybody, light side, shadow side, and you need to embrace both of them. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. Light side, dark side,
they have to meet in the middle. Okay, you can't have the light without the dark. You can't have the dark without the light. It works. It's still you. You're still you at the end of the day, and you're perfect. Okay, so I want people to know that. Don't be afraid of your shadow side. Embrace it. Love yourself. Forgive yourself for any mistakes you think you made. It's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of the journey. Forgive yourself. Apologize if you feel compelled to. If you hurt people, apologize. Be the bigger person. Don't expect forgiveness from anybody, but forgive yourself. Even if you did make mistakes, forgive yourself. Okay, and apologize when you think it's necessary. And if you think you should apologize, by all means do that. I've done that in the past myself, and it made me feel better, and I hope it made whoever I didn't mean to intentionally hurt but did ultimately hurt at the end of the day, I hope it made them feel better. And so hopefully all is well, and they go about their business and I go about mine. But yeah, be the bigger person. Apologize. Don't look for forgiveness in other people. But take the initiative. Don't be afraid to do that. But I do feel strong, and I feel like I can help a lot of people, and I'm hoping that I can. I'm hoping I'm hoping that my crazy life story resonates with people, and I really do hope that it pulls them out, brings them out of their darkness. Because like I said, I didn't have anyone to look up. I didn't have anyone to look up to. I had some good friends when I was younger, and their parents really helped me a lot of times. Like, I was able to stay over at their places, and I had coaches, some really great coaches, and that really helped me in that period of time in my life, and I'm forever grateful for them, and that even if I'm not friends with these people anymore, I'll never forget that. So I did have some escapes when it came to my childhood. I was able to escape through sports, and I was able to escape through my friends and their families. So for a little bit of time, but it helped. That and having jobs and stuff, after a certain point I was able to escape the chaos for a little bit. But I want to be I'd like to be that person for whoever, just another support person, whatever you need me to be. I hope I can help somebody, because I wish I had that. You shouldn't have to do this by yourself. You shouldn't have to go through life alone. You shouldn't have to be fighting battles by yourself like I did. I really did, and after a certain point I did. I wasn't able to open up, and I did push a lot of people away, and the ones that stuck around, I knew, and put up with my shit, and then I realized that they were the ones that needed to be in my life, and that were true to me, and I'm forever grateful for them. I'll never forget it. I love them dearly, and those were my people, and I'm again forever grateful for them. But I want other people. You don't have to do this by yourself. While it is an individual journey, we all are connected at the end of the day, and we're going to come again. We're going to have families, and we're going to have relationships. We're going to have connections with people, and it's important to be okay with yourself so that you can have better relationships with all your people, and you can have healthier relationships with all your people. I think a big thing is a lot of people aren't very healthy, and it's because they're not taking care of themselves. They're not focusing on themselves, their self-care, or any of that. They're not self-aware, and they're just looking to outside sources to fulfill them. And I say this time and time again, it never works. So yes, it's okay to have connections and people in your life. Yes, we need people and all that stuff. But at the same time, if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not doing the proper things you need to do for yourself, those relationships are now they're going to become toxic at some point, or you're going to be expecting things from people, and you really shouldn't be. You don't need anything from anybody. Anything that you're looking for, it does all come from within. I'm not joking when I say that. I'm really not. Take it from me, a person who has done everything by themselves their entire life. I literally have. Starting at a young age, I've gone about life alone the entire time, so I can speak about this. You don't need anybody,
But now that I'm at this place, this really great place in my life, I will eventually, I can't wait to welcome somebody in, the proper person for me, somebody that's also stable, and healthy. I can't wait to welcome that into my life. I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to really experience something that I never got to experience before. There's always, I know we all go through relationships and you try to give your best to everybody, but you have to think about it too. Did you really give your best to that person? Were you really 100% yourself? Were you really intimate with that person? Because a lot of times, if they're not intimate with you in the way that you would like them to be, or the way you would like to be with them, chances are you're not either. So relationships are mirrors of each other. It's a reflection of your inner self and you. So whatever you think you're lacking in your partner, whatever you think your partner's lacking, you are also lacking. All that stuff. It all makes sense when you sit down and break it down. And I've just had so much time to do that and experience, and just had all these experiences in my life that brought me to this point where I'm able to understand it better and come to these realizations about relationships and connections and stuff. But I'm very excited about starting something new, just a brand new beginning, a brand new me, just a fresh start. And after breaking a toxic cycle, after so many years and decades of that, and just continuously being in a toxic cycle, I finally broke that. So I'm excited to see what this next chapter of my life is going to bring. And it's only going to be peace, love, and happiness, or else you're out the door, because I'm not going to put up with it. So I'm very excited, and you're lucky. Whoever I end up with, you're lucky and you're welcome. But goodbye.